Hey, Ridley here, signing in for ridleyreport.com from Manchester, New Hampshire. It is February 5th, 2008. When superintendents get chosen in the Manchester School District, the scene plays out a little differently than it might in other states. Libertarian activists like Jeremy here from Manchester show up to make sure candidates get asked hard questions about taxpayer expenditures. Mark Wyden, also from Manchester. Oh, he's being blocked now, but he's back there somewhere. And Kate from Manchester, or at least the back of her head. All libertarian activists here to make sure that liberty is on the agenda. Okay, I'm standing here with Tom Brennan, who is the superintendent of schools in Kearsarge,
That's right.
New Hampshire, and you're a candidate for Manchester superintendent. Is
Yes,
that correct?
Yes.
Now, my question for you would be, what, if anything, will you be doing to help keep costs down for taxpayers in Manchester?
I think it's a very delicate balance. We have to make sure we provide the appropriate level of education for our students, but I believe I have a conservative bent toward keeping the costs down. I'll be doing that, in my opinion, by looking at current programs, assessing them, evaluating them, and determining if they need to be continued or modified or discontinued.
What would be the, like in terms of, at Kearsarge, what was your record in terms of spending? Were you able to bring spending down, or did spending go up under your administration?
They went up.
How much?
Let me see. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head.
I appreciate the straight answer.
Sure,
by the
yeah,
way.
it did. And I believe over... I honestly, I'm drawing a blank on that, but yes, it has. We worked really hard this year to start curbing those costs, but those costs included a brand new middle school that opened last Monday and other things. So, teacher's contract was signed, but I've decided, or will look toward having those lowered in the future and play as much of a role as I can in that.
Have you seen anything in Manchester you think could conceivably be done that could help?
Much too soon to make that kind of comment. I would not even venture a guess.
Any types of costs that you prefer to bring down?
Well, again, as I said earlier, I'd look at all the programs. You have to make sure you provide the appropriate education, as I said earlier, but you'd have to decide if this program is a cost benefit. Does it make sense? Should we continue it, or should we try something else?
One of the, I think, school board candidates I talked to the other day, she's a teacher, and she was saying we need to cut administrative costs here. They're way too high. Would you be favorable to something like that?
Not at all. I think people need to understand what's going on in those costs, and if you cut costs there, where is it going to hurt you or not? But I wouldn't jump right at that assumption. That's typically, it's like sports on budgets. Administration is another likely target.
Well, there is some concern regarding the location of the administrative facilities in Manchester. I guess it's a pretty nice spot, maybe a little pricey.
I understand they're looking at another location.
Would you favor that, in principle?
Anything that could bring things down, and at the same time provide the space required to meet the needs of the district.
Okay. Yeah. Well, again, I appreciate the straight answers, and good to meet you.
Same here.
This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by the New Hampshire Liberty Alliance at nhliberty.org. You cannot do this at the State House in Concord without hitting one of these guys. They're everywhere fighting for your freedom. The New Hampshire Liberty Alliance at nhliberty.org. You should join them so you can join the fight for liberty. And I should say, don't join them, join us, because I am a member.